you to listen to Inside the Gorilla Position with Jason Rumble and the Boys.
Hey everyone, and seems to me like I'm gonna have to utilize this evening. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm hoping that I can hear whatever's going on. I don't know what is the problem right now, but let me try and pull someone in. Adam Jack. All right. Hold on 1 second here. Did you hear any sound to the opening video by chance?
Yep.
Hold on 1 second. Talk.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hold on once again. I just want to try something out. Bear with me. Bear with my technical. Hold on. Please bear with me. I'm trying something out. I got a new pair of headphones. I'm trying something out. I apologize for the technical ramifications and modifications. Oh, man, I can't even put a USB cord in right. Can you hear me now?
Yep. You? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, though. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I can hear you now. Excellent. All right, let me pull the APOC in. Sorry, brother.
Was this the fucking circus show today?
No, I got a new pair of headphones, and the way that my computer is configured, I have an extension, but it wasn't made. One of the wires was not live, and I could not hear the opening video. So I'm hoping that I can hear it on the way out. Mickey Biggs changed up the opening video there with the little shout out from Mick Foley. I want to thank Mick for that. And let's, at this time, bring in Mickey Biggs. How we doing, brother?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
Oh, no, you see it. Thank you very much for the video, my friend.
Yeah, it's been about time I got a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Well, at least you did something right.
Gee. So, what do you guys want to kick it off with this tonight? The floor is open.
I can't talk long. Like 15 minutes, and that's it for me.
So then what I want to do...
Is it past your bedtime?
I would like to...
church.
He's got to get right with God. He's got church in the morning.
I know. I'm just teasing. Shut up.
I'd like to bring to you, without the music video that we will have, we discussed this last week, I'm going to bring Pelly's Pointers. We're going to start it right off. So, Pelly, what are some of the things that you'd like to point out?
I thought AEW was great this week. I like the angle they're doing with Jericho and the Daniel Garcia gig.
Don't do that to me. It was the shit. Anyways,
with Rumble, no, I thought it was great. The Rumble was right. Like AEW, there must be somebody else talking in Tony Khan's ear because
There is.
the
Mike,
storytelling.
you're a hater. That's
no,
how it will always be.
listen,
But the program was good.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
There it was.
I am not a hater. Believe me, it wasn't, and the ratings showed it.
You'll
Ratings
agree with me,
again
Mike,
were
that,
a million.
No, they weren't.
You'll
No, they were not. No, they were not. 890,000.
What'd they go up against?
I don't know.
Really nothing.
Right. It wasn't.
And
trust me.
I also SmackDown. I saw most of SmackDown, and the show they put together with wrestlers from Raw because some of the workers get to Winnipeg from the hurricane. Most of them were stuck in Florida. A lot of them. I thought they put on a great show as well with the people they had and the storytelling that was on SmackDown. I thought it was great too. But wrestling, I think wrestling all in general, we shouldn't be hating it, Mike. We should be happy that we have this wrestling.
I thought AEW. I thought what they're pulling with Jericho right now, as far as the Ring of Honor angle goes. I thought the Moxley match was hot. What they're doing with Moxley right now is pretty good. Some of these guys, that got lost in the shuffle. It's actually good that, I like how Hangman Page this week came out to confront Moxley. I think that's going to end up being a good little feud right there. AEW is a different product than WWE. It's just that's how it is. And I believe right now that backstage, that the way that things are being written, I think there's more of an influence by Steven Regal, by Moxley, by Jericho. I love the background, Mickey Biggs.
Thank you.
I think that AEW's got some
different audiences.
Without a doubt. You don't see many kids in the AEW front rows and stuff like that. It's just to me, it's a different product. I think it's more of a product like New Japan.
With the presentation WWE has and their storytelling, it's more designed for kids. You know what I mean? Like kids, family.
Well, I think now the way they're writing. I think now the way they're writing though, Pelly, is it's got a little bit more risque, so to speak. The ratings are up by about 500,000.
Yep.
Because it started off before Triple H. It was at a million plus, a little over. Now it's like
Rod's at 2.5 on Monday.
Yeah, see that's up. That's up a million. Yep.
Because I don't think the whole White Rabbit angle is geared toward kids. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Another thing I liked on SmackDown, I think they're going to give LA Knight run in wrestling now instead of managing those models.
Yeah, he quit.
Yeah, so see him as a single wrestler in SmackDown or Raw.
Triple H likes him.
Look for Finn Balor to get a huge push. A huge push.
I think he's getting a push right now. I think the spotlight they get right now, do you believe they'd be getting that realistically if Vince was around? So
no,
I think it's getting a push right now.
That whole
will it be a bigger push?
Championship
push, you think?
It all depends on when they get the titles off of Alpha Reigns.
So I was listening to the Thursday edition, which would be of the Busted Open.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy Dreamer, along with Bully Ray, seem to believe that the double main event of WrestleMania will be featured night one as The Undertaker's Last Ride.
Oh, please.
And the second night will be Reigns versus The Rock.
Well, all right. So here's my question to you. Okay, Undertaker has already had his last ride.
Well,
Let me finish.
Go
Let
on,
me
go on,
finish.
and then we'll go on with
He's
that.
50. He's what? 57, 58 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Why?
You're right.
But why? Why?
Okay.
Why have this man who has nothing to prove
It's
at
not
all? Let me finish.
Yeah.
At all to get back in the ring. It makes no freaking sense whatsoever. Let the younger talent shine.
Yeah.
Because if anybody thinks that the White Rabbit is the Undertaker, you're high.
It has not the White Rabbit being there, the Undertaker. Hear me out. And there's been a lot of rumblings lately.
I haven't heard shit, so go on.
Well, I believe Dreamer and Bully Ray to be around the rumblings more than you, I, or anybody else.
Nah, not really. Bully Ray's got heat with WWE right now, so I wouldn't even take what he's saying into consideration. But continue.
Both of them honestly believe that with what Ric Flair did, Undertaker being 20 years younger.
Don't compare the two. You shouldn't compare.
No. I'm not comparing the two. It's just the last match type of feeling of what is it's the selling point. Number one, they're going to LA. It's a two night thing right now. They have all of the special effects that you could make. You could make a hologramic like feature of Paul Bearer coming back, and all these special effects. With Vince McMahon going into the Hall of Fame, they're saying, why would it not be a really good thing for Vince McMahon's greatest soul creation, as people would say, to ride off into the sunset? And they're saying not in a victory. They're saying in some way of him not going into victory, but him maybe going out by putting someone over. And for the mere fact that him saying never say never.
No, I understand that.
They believe this is just their assumption. And you know it, ask could be an assumption. It's not saying it's going to happen, but to the fact that does the Undertaker really want to be remembered for his last match being a movie match and not being like, think of it this way. This really is his last. He puts a really high profile character over once again at a WrestleMania. He goes out on the knee with a huge hologramic symbol of Paul Bearer in the urn in front of 80,000 plus night one of WrestleMania in LA. That's just they're trying to create an ambiance right now, and I can understand that. If you were to tell me that night one would be, and the title doesn't have to be involved, it's just the mere fact, and people are looking at this from the standpoint of, look at what Steve Austin did. Look at Austin just coming back for that.
Austin,
nobody knew it was going to be a match.
But who's he going to put over?
Right.
I don't know.
The only way that works, honestly, the only way that works is if Bray Wyatt is the White Rabbit, and they do it the right way, and he passes the torch, and Bray Wyatt is this generation's Undertaker. That's the only way it works. Other than that, Capelli, it doesn't work.
I'm not saying I like a lot of the things that come out of the X guys' mouths. That's all. I think right now, when you're drawing up WrestleMania, you're hoping that Cody Rhodes comes back as hot as can be, because that steam could be taken, especially with just this White Rabbit stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other things that quite possibly could happen that, that's.
I'm in the strong belief that Baron Corbin's going to be a part of this.
Okay.
I haven't seen him much on. He hasn't been on TV much lately.
He left with JBL, but I got a feeling that he's gonna be part of it because did anybody watch Mickey Biggs? I know you did. The last QR code. Did you watch
I don't
it?
watch a lot of these things. I did watch a video where Bailey was being interviewed, and they pointed out. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Where they pointed out what walked by. Other than that, I
wasn't asking
really
you. I was asking Mickey Biggs.
I want to find out.
No, I didn't see it.
So it's the three little pigs.
Oh.
And then it switches to the three little pigs hanging in the butcher shop. And it shows a wolf. So it shows the big bad wolf, then it shows an evil big bad wolf. If you go back to the second QR code that was on Monday night, it's one of the area codes ends up being Wyndham, Maine.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer pointed that out.
The other area code is Corbin, Tennessee, where Bray Wyatt defeated Baron Corbin in a title match.
Interesting.
So it's supposed to be so. If you notice, the White Rabbit's got the red circle around him, right?
Right.
So that red circle is also on Bray Wyatt's Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
As Wyndham 6, and then there's a circle. So it's going to be 6 people. It's going to be a 6-man group. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that's what they're going with. It's going to be Wyatt 6, Wyndham or whatever, Wyatt 6, whatever it's called. Is it going to be Karrion Kross? Probably. Is it going to be Braun Strowman? Probably. Is it going to be Dexter Lumis? More than likely. But that's only 4. You got Scarlett as Mindy the Witch. There's 5. Because supposedly they're saying that she's going to end up working. You have Baron Corbin as the big bad wolf as number 6. And then Bray Wyatt is the puppeteer. So basically what they're saying is, and I've watched all the QR codes, he's bringing all his puppets to life. Loomis is going to be the buzzard. The pig's going to be Braun Strowman. The rabbit's going to be Karrion Kross. That's obvious because of his connection with the White Rabbit in Lucha Underground. And the witch is going to be Scarlett. Now, will they add more to it? Will Alexa Bliss come back into it? I hope not, because it just didn't work the first time for me. Forbes, either come on or shut up.
I know. I hate when he does this.
Either come on or don't even post. You freaking clown.
I agree. 6. Come on.
Corbin was supposed to get a gimmick with JBL. JBL's supposed to be his manager or whatever, but I think things have changed. So we'll see. We'll find out next Saturday, because if every poster for Extreme Rules has a lantern and fireflies in it, every single one.
It's almost reminiscent of Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Reject.
Yep. And it's
so I'm just seeing here on Facebook that Sheldon Goldberg has been rushed to Mass General Hospital.
He posted that he's in the hospital.
Well, all of us here at
goodbye
Late
Kelly.
Night Wrestle Talk with Jason Rumble and the boys, we wish you the best. Pelly, muzzle off.
All right, brother. Just one more thing. I wrestled last night. For Dana in Stewiacke, and I wrestled Riddick Stone. This guy's like 6'4", stacked, 310 pounds. I've never been thrown around a ring or manhandled like that in a match in my life. And I thought it went really well, but When I came back to talk to him about it, he got in his car and left.
Wow.
So
That's
I guess people are saying one guy's Troy. I talked to him about it. I guess he was mad because I didn't hit him harder. He wanted me to hit him harder.
Okay.
So I thought it was a good match. Yeah, Jeff watched it. Jeff thought it was a great match.
Pelly, don't let that sway you, brother. Some people just don't have a fucking clue how to be professional. To be honest with you, if he wanted you to hit him harder, he should have said, "Hey, this is what I expect."
No, he should have told me in the ring. He should have said what we were working.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
He should have told you in the very beginning, this is what I want you to do. This is how I want you to do it.
He should have told you in the beginning. And if he was upset, instead of being a dick and not talking to you, because nobody learns that way. And even myself, I ask people about my match, and I've been doing this for 20-something years. I still ask about my match. How was it? What could I improve? He should have said, "Hey, you should have laid it in a little bit harder, but no big deal." But to get in your car and leave like a bitch, sorry, that's not professional.
I went back. He wanted to talk to him. I was like, "Hey, man, did you like the match?" And all he said was like, "Yeah, all right." And then he took off in his car. He wouldn't even talk to me about it.
You know, whatever. Then you know what? Let it roll off your back, brother. But if you want to get beat up, I'll get in the ring with you.
All right, dude. I thought I had a great match with some. So, anyways, bud, fellas, sorry I got to leave early. I got obligations in the morning, so hopefully Rumble can come on a little bit earlier next Saturday around 11.
I was trying to download a video that went to spam 3 times.
Well, first of all,
I am not internet. I'm not internet savvy. Well, then we will. You know what? Then maybe we'll just go on during Extreme Rules.
I don't care. I'll be sitting here watching it.
That's all right. We can give a little live. We can give a little, little live commentary.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fine because I'm interested.
All right, thanks, guys.
Get out, Pelly. Go home. Go to sleep.
Sidewalk Sam, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, Pelly.
I'll have something.
Have a good night.
Next week, all these pointers. I want to talk about the difference between professional wrestling and the independents this now that are
first of all, we're all professional wrestlers. Get that straight.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between professional wrestling today and some of what these indie kids.
Check them out. No, check them out. Check them out.
So I would like to talk about that.
Love you, Pelly.
I love you too, buddy.
All right. See you later.
Later.
So James Forbes has poor Wi-Fi. He said, "I think I understood what he meant right there. That professional wrestling nowadays compared to indie wrestling nowadays is definitely a difference."
No, I still consider what we do professional wrestling. So
I'm not saying it's not what you or I do, but the kids that are 15 years or just getting into it, they're not professional wrestlers.
No, they don't have a clue.
That's what he means.
They don't have a fucking clue. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, I don't know. I'm very intrigued with what WWE is doing right now with the White Rabbit. And then there was a phone number on the bottom of the URL, so I called the phone number. It's somebody talking. It's somebody talking, but they play it backwards. It's amazing.
Oh,
wow. And I'll tell you right now, there ain't nobody in WWE creative that is that creative. So it's got to be Bray Wyatt because this is right up his alley.
As Triple H said, he's mad creative, scary creative.
But here's the thing: if it's not Bray Wyatt, people are gonna riot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pissed.
Who could it be?
I've heard people say that it could be Baron Corbin and just Baron Corbin. I heard people say that it could be carrying a cross, playing mind games. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
Whoa.
I've heard that. I'm sorry.
Who'd you hear?
I will
heard Bad
drive to
Bunny.
Connecticut right now and slap you for even saying that.
You heard
That's
Bad
good.
Bunny?
That's good because I'm not in Connecticut right now.
Well, I'll find you, you big asshole.
Are you saying? Did you just say Bad Bunny?
I heard that it's
I heard it
possibility
too.
of Bad Bunny.
I heard it too, but it's just some stupid marks running their mouth.
The funny thing is, when you guys first started putting that, I said, wouldn't it be funny if it was just Bad Bunny?
Well, I don't know why they would do that just for a celebrity. That is just like so far fetched.
Way too much money being spent on something stupid.
What are you guys thinking about this Logan Paul gimmick?
It's what the Prince wants.
Yeah.
He's not gonna win.
No, I didn't think he was gonna.
I think it's gonna be a good match because Logan Paul's talented. For somebody who's never been in the ring and just started training, he's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's his athletic ability showing through right there. The kid
He was a high school wrestler.
Yeah,
wrestled in high school, wrestled all throughout junior high school. He had 6 to 7 years like collegiate wrestling. And as you know, you get kind of a clue. He said he was a wrestling fan during that time, so
he's another Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, everyone thinks Pat McAfee was just some Joe Schmo off the road. This is a guy that bought a ring and put it in his backyard and trained every single day before he was even a blip on WWE's radar. Every day, and then and then people are saying he's not coming back. Dude, he's coming back after the college football season's over. He's already said it.
Yeah.
Said it on the show. I'm taking time off to do College Game Day. Once this is over, I'll be back at my SmackDown duties.
And he's a hit on College Game Day. I watch College Game Day every weekend.
Dude, you know what? Good for him. He has got he honestly, and for somebody who's from the outside the business, like him as a football player, he has that it factor. If you put him in normal gear, he can go a long way. He's only 37, 38 years old.
I think no, not that old at all.
He retired, I think, at like 35. Like he retired young. Like
I believe it. Yeah.
He could go, the kid can go. Like some of the stuff he did in NXT, like amazing. Like impressed me. It popped me right off the bat. And I'm a hater. Remember that.
No, I didn't say you was a hater of WWE.
You just said I'm a hater.
You are. You're a hater when it comes to AEW, but I understand that.
First of all, I'm not a hater when it comes to AEW. If something is good, I'll say it's good. But I watched most of ones of Dynamite, and it was not good. A lot of botches, and the whole Sierra.
Let's get into that.
Dude, she needs to not talk anymore. What the fuck happened to her? Because obviously she can't cut a promo off the cuff. That's for damn sure.
No, and did you hear her talk shit about the WWE?
Right. Did she talk shit off the WWE that paid her to sit fucking home and didn't fire her because she was hurt or released her? They paid her whole contract. And you're going to go talk shit about a company that took care of you? Right here.
That's why I think it's kind of weak that both her and even now she's in that Daniel Bryan realm with me.
He's just
talking trash about a company that helped you out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. And Daniel Bryan's way, I understand that because he knew he could get cleared and WWE didn't want to take a chance.
Yeah.
She, on the other hand, she takes one bad bump and she's fucked for life. It's a neck thing, not a concussion thing. If she takes a bad bump or gets hit bad, and in that women's division, I wouldn't be getting in the ring. Hell fucking no. So, shame on her for shitting on WWE right out the gate. But hey, that's AEW's way. They can't keep WWE out of their mouths. I've always said if they worried about their product and only their product, they would be better. But every chance,
Yeah.
and that coked out Sideshow Bob, every time he gets a chance to open his fucking trap, he's shitting on WWE. Are you scared because Triple H took over and they're burying you in the ratings? And I mean burying them. Like they're like AEW's not even the same ballpark.
See, I think the ratings thing.
I don't even think they're playing the same game. Never mind the
Yeah,
same
I
ballpark.
don't. That's why
Yeah.
it doesn't even. To me, it doesn't matter. I think AEW is there for a certain different type of wrestling fan, and right now, Tommy Dreamer said it best. Worry about what you're doing and keep the 850,000 to 1 million people that you have on a weekly basis. He said, just worry about keeping them and keeping them entertained. He goes, if they could just worry about that, he goes, how could anybody argue getting 850,000 views to 1 million views a week on a professional wrestling show that has only existed for 3 years when there was companies such as Impact, aka Total Nonstop Action, that couldn't draw 350,000 views and couldn't keep a solid contract. That AEW should be proud of what they've done, where now they're actually getting paid by a network.
They're not getting paid. They're still paying. Their contract's not up yet. They're still paying to be on TV. They have not re-signed a new contract. So they still have another year left.
Okay. I was under the impression that they signed a brand new deal about a year ago.
Nope, because Discovery is not sure they want to keep them.
Well, I can tell you this:
trouble.
that whoever said that their language was supposed to be getting cut down was totally wrong, because MJF went out there, and MJF went out there this week, and he did not hold anything back.
He was censored. You didn't see? You didn't hear that they bleeped it out?
To a certain extent.
They bleeped out cockhold.
Yeah, they did.
AEW is and always will be a specialty product, much like ECW was.
Yep.
And they will eventually have that cult following like ECW did if they were to shut their mouth and focus on their product.
I think they do.
Their product.
I think they do that. Like I said, they can depend on almost 1 million views a week. That's what they should do. And they're a promotion that really only runs one show a week. They don't tour on the weekends. They depend on letting their people out on overrated indie shows that promoters can pay them thousands of dollars to come onto their shows.
That's why I call it the Super Indie Fed, because they're not doing house shows. They tape the Horde Rampage on a Wednesday night and keep fans in the building for 5 hours. It's a super indie show. That's all it is to me. I'm sorry. And Forbesy, the clown of all clowns, will call me a WWE shill. I'm a wrestling shill, you fucking moron. I support independent wrestling. I love all wrestling, but I've been saying this since the rip. Worry about your product. Don't worry about what WWE's doing. WWE's been around for a lot longer than you. You're never going to touch them. Never. And leave it at that.
Who did the WWE? Oh, that's right. Candice LeRae makes her triumphant return to the WWE ring.
So much for being a stay-at-home mom, huh?
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's mottoed the path. I bet you they have a bus. And I bet you Triple H was that I'm not willing. I'm gonna assume that when Johnny signed the deal, that it was a dual deal to, so to speak, make sure that LeRae was up.
Oh yeah.
So that the kid could be brought on the road and yada yada yada.
Same thing with Becky and Seth. That's why Becky.
Yeah, basically a Becky and Seth type thing.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. Because a week ago I was saying how Vanilla especially the Monday Night Raw girls. I just, with Asuka not being vicious,
That's
and Bailey being more of a ha 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 heel. The Asuka, like, and I go on and say it, I believe the heel division in the WWE Monday Night Raw is kind of It could be tuned up a little. I believe a girl like Shayna Baszler needs to be turned back up. I would like to see the women build a faction with the mean guy, like, not just Bailey and the Ding Dong crew, but grab someone like Asuka, grab someone
Bailey's gonna get that title on Saturday. You know that.
Yeah, right? I'm hearing that, and I said that last week because I believe what they're trying to do, and everybody thought I was crazy, but they're trying to. I think what they're trying to do for Monday Night Raw is build a female version of the bloodline, where all the titles are in one stable. And,
right. Yeah.
And that's going to be. I'm not saying they're the bloodline, but I mean that it's something like. And this is another thing that I heard from 3 weeks ago, listening to Busted Open Radio, and it was not from Bubba. This was something that Tommy Dreamer had talked about. And I believe that Dreamer, and he's still in contact with people, I believe Dreamer knows a little bit more than Bubba Ray does when it comes to calling some of the stuff.
Did you, either one of you, see the promo that Liv Morgan cut on Shayna Baszler?
No.
So she basically went out there, cut her promo, and she said that called her, she's nothing but a second-rate Ronda Rousey.
Okay, I heard that one. Okay. Well, technically, I think she's a better in-ring worker than Ronda Rousey.
Oh, I do too.
Unfortunately, Ronda Rousey's getting the title back on Saturday too.
Wow.
Unless
Extreme Rules. I mean,
unless Flair shows up and fucks that all up, but I doubt it.
Is Flair just out for the mere fact that they gave her a little time off because of her marriage?
Yeah, she's coming back. So.
Okay.
She's due to be back soon, from what I understand.
And what's the deal with What's the deal with Becky?
Shoulder. She dislocated her tore a rotator cuff. She's had surgery on it.
Okay. Do you think Becky's weight loss had to do with any of this this injury?
Probably. They probably wanted to put some weight back on and be stronger because she's coming back as a face. She turned face at the end of the match.
Yep.
So she won't have those ridiculous glasses or that hairdo, or
no. I think she's getting. I think because Flair's back in good graces with WWE, she's gonna be able to use the man again.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean,
Sasha Banks. Let's talk her Twitter handle, which viewed her real name.
Yep.
What's the deal, Mike?
It's all a work, my friend. From what I understand, she's been re-signed along with Naomi. She was released, 100% was released through FedEx. But from what I was told, that she re-signed, that she's being brought back. Don't know when, but they're letting her do her own thing for right now. But she is still on payroll, and she is going to be back.
I heard the same thing.
A lot of, and don't really read into the whole changing her name, because a lot of people now in WWE are using the real names for Twitter. But if in their bio it says superstar, SmackDown superstar, Raw superstar, and she still has that in her bio, WWE superstar. So
I was told. Yeah, go on.
If she was completely done with WWE and not going back, that wouldn't be on her Twitter.
Yeah, people had said don't read too far into it. That she's probably just doing it for her Star Wars accreditation.
That's all it is. Because in the Star Wars, in the credits, it's her real name, not Sasha Banks.
That's what they were saying it was all about. So I don't know whether or not you guys seen this, but breaking news. Daniel Cormier former
Yes.
UFC champion, has been thrown into the mix
Yep.
as the special guest referee in
I'm
the
looking
pit
forward to
fight
that match.
cage fight with Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins.
I'm looking forward to that match. That's going to be a good match.
Yeah. Do you think Cormier, being that he was a former NCAA wrestler,
Yes.
he
Eventually
has
will.
worked against Brock Lesnar?
Eventually he will.
Do we see Daniel Cormier hop into the WWE ring, and could it quite possibly be against Brock Lesnar? And could that, because we know that the WWE for WrestleMania loves to bring in the stars and the glitzy matches.
Could be. I think that would be a good match.
Yep. Imagine putting that on a WrestleMania card, SoFi Stadium, 100,000 seat venue, and what could possibly be the biggest weekend in WWE history, with Vince McMahon capping it off, being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
And I say make it a work shoot.
Well, that's what they did with Vasquez. It was a work shoot.
Yeah. And Velasquez hasn't returned yet. I'm very surprised that Velasquez
He's in
came.
jail.
Really?
He's in jail right now. Yeah.
I
He
didn't know
shot
that.
the guy that molested his daughter. He's in jail.
Oh, wow.
Ronda
Wow.
Rousey's been advocating for him, though.
He should be out. I
Should be
agree
out.
with what he did, because believe me, I'd be shooting somebody too. Totally agree.
I'd like to read something. I'm going through Dirt Sheet Radio, just trying to find a couple of things.
That's
I'd
another
like to.
credible source.
I think. Following Cody Rhodes' announcement that he was leaving AEW, Warner Brothers / Discovery allegedly inquired separate to AEW about Rhodes possibly reconsidering and staying with All Elite Wrestling. Cody reportedly told Warner Media higher up, "Sorry, it's time for me to leave the territory."
Yep. Here's another kick in the dick for AEW and the Elite. And so I saw a video of the merchandise stand, and there's not one T-shirt of Omega or the Bucks, but there's a ton of T-shirts of Mr. CM Pussy Punk up. So is Punk going to get fired, or are they going to or is Tony Khan going to continue to blow Punk and get rid of the Elite?
I believe that's exactly what's going to happen.
Good. Imagine the Elite right now coming to WWE.
I can see that
Triple
happening.
H.
I can definitely see that happen. I can also see happening is that Finn Balor, if that happens and Finn Balor breaks away from Judgment Day along with AJ Styles and they reform the Bullet Club as a heel group, look the fuck out.
Yes. I think Punishment Martinez fits perfect into the Damian Priest is a perfect guy for Bullet Club. I think that just even if Judgment Day and it all went together as a huge version.
I can see it happening, because I honestly think that, and believe me, I think that the Elite, they're all fucking spot monkeys, and they're mid-carders at best, in my opinion. But Triple H can make them into stars. McMahon would bury them, but I think Triple H would make them into a star, without a doubt.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
So here's a good one. Big respect on Hunter for this one. Real recognizes real 100%. So I guess somebody put up this. I love that Corey Graves mentioned that Antonio Inoki won the WWE title, and the WWE never officially recognized it. Vince McMahon would never allowed him to say that. Triple H doing the right thing and acknowledging history.
Well, because Triple H is a Kowalski boy. He has brought back wrestling to WWE, whether it's toned down, whatever you want to call it. It's still wrestling. He has brought it back to the WWE. I'm sorry, and I'm sure Forbesy will disagree with me because he's a dumbass, but whatever. Do you guys agree? Do you agree?
Yes, I think that the last pay-per-view, everybody was getting on average of 20 minutes per spot. So
Yep.
yes, I think.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to sit through the whole Saudi Arabia bullshit, but it is what it is. It's a multi-million-dollar deal. There's nothing you can do about it.
Absolutely.
I think Survivor Series is going to probably be one of their best pay-per-views of the year. Because I'm excited about the War Games. I'm excited to see who's going to be in the War Games.
I just hope that, man, they really do need to. There has to be a little blood in it. I'm sorry.
Well, again, he came out in an interview and said that blood nowadays he doesn't really want to do blood. So you can't get, everything was going to happen in due time. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody on Facebook back and forth to how they said that Triple H promised not to change anything in WWE when he took over to Vince. That's so untrue. It's pathetic because right off the bat, things have changed tremendously the first month he was there. And then now it's even changed even more. Like they're allowed to say wrestler, they're allowed to say title, they're allowed to call moves that are properly, the proper name of the move. So,
and not only that, but from what I understood, when he first took over, Vince basically took him aside and was like, "Hey, I know that you're going to make changes, and I know you're going to do it for the betterment of the company, and I understand that. So why would he not change it? I mean,
it had to. Hello? He had to change it because honestly, dude, if Vince McMahon stayed in power, it's a sinking ship. They're going to do their 1 million. They're going to do their 1 million viewers a week. SmackDown was the better show because Fox is writing it.
Yeah.
And we would still hear people like Forbesy and other people bitching, piss and moan about WWE. None of these guys would be back. Bray Wyatt wasn't going to come back because he was just going to get buried again.
And a lot of the young guys that you're seeing right now would have got buried. And Vince would have only had his few that he likes.
Exactly.
Karrion Kross definitely wouldn't have been back.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think Monday Night Raw was bad, but
no, it was average.
It was decent. The only thing I don't like at times, and it's just me, but I'm still at times it's hard to get the women's division over to me. That's all.
If you notice that a lot of the women's matches are kind of an NXT style match now.
Yes, it has to happen.
It's more hard hitting. It's more. It's more of a wrestling match than tits and ass. You know what I mean?
It was just 2 weeks ago with the Asuka thing to end that half hour with all those girls out there. I thought it was horrible. Especially, I didn't, Asuka to me being out there being a dancing fool.
That's gonna change.
And I just thought that segment, and then people say, "No, you couldn't have done." Yeah, you could have found something different. I'm sorry. Well, you could have found something different to end the show with. You could have ended it hot again with Riddle and Seth, who got pulled out of the building, but all of a sudden found their way back in. Or Rollins found his way back in and with 3 minutes left. Look at me. I want you next. And all of a sudden, Riddle comes from nowhere. And
you also got to understand, like Triple H said, it's very hard to write a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
And I get it. But but USA will not let them go back to 2 hours. They like that third hour.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that it should go back to 2 hours. You could do enough storytelling in 2 hours and keep people on the edge of their seat and wanting to see more in 2 hours because
I agree.
they're guaranteed to tune in the following week to see what the fuck happened. You
Yeah.
might go, if you got a good angle going and you're like, oh, okay, well, we're going to go an extra 15 minutes or we're going to go an extra half an hour, like to see what happens. No commercial breaks. You can do stuff like that, but 3 hours, dude. Dude, they did 3 hours just to fuck with WCW. WCW has been gone for almost 20 years. Like, it's done.
Agreed. So it seems like Extreme Rules is added up to be a good pay-per-view.
I predict. Here's my prediction for the White Rabbit being revealed.
That's a PWI. I was just going to bring that up. That I've seen that a PWI insider is saying, and their sources are saying that it's a very high chance that the White Rabbit is revealed at Extreme Rules.
Well, yeah, but this is how it's going to be revealed. It's going to be in the middle of Karrion Kross's strap match with Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Lights go out. Lights come back on. The White Rabbit's in the ring with that fucked up mask that was shown on Twitter. He takes it off, and it's not even the Fiend. It's Bray Wyatt himself.
Is Roman Reigns not on the Extreme Rules card?
No, he is not.
Why not?
Because that's his deal. He's got a match with Logan Paul at Saudi Arabia. When is that pay-per-view anyways? Crown Jewel.
I think it's in November.
Right. So they're doing 2 in November because they're doing Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So you will see if I'm hoping it's right that all 6 members are revealed in time for War Games, and it's the Bloodline versus Wyndham 6 for in War Games.
What about if they did War Games, Wyndham 6 versus the Bloodline, like Mike just said, but all the titles are on the line at once?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good idea, but I'm sure that at some point, and I'm sure if Bray Wyatt is a smart man, which we all know he is, that he has a guarantee to have a legitimate title run.
Yeah.
If he comes
Wouldn't
back.
it suck if it's Judgment Day versus AJ Styles, Edge, Rey Mysterio, and it's somebody else?
I hate you right now because if that happens, I'm driving up to fucking butt fuck Maine and fucking kicking you right.
Listen, don't hate, but Mike, realistically, right now,
I'm gonna go with him and knock on your door. You're gonna open it. I'm gonna fucking super kick you right in the ball.
Hey, listen, I'll give you my address, but I'm just saying, if War Games was to begin in 2 weeks, right? The only group that's fighting with the group right now.
AJ Styles is going to join Judgment Day. You'll see.
Okay, I'm just listening. That's what I see.
I don't want it. No, I don't want to hear it because you're just going to ruin it for me if that happens. And I'm going to want to beat you up. Wait.
I just need to know in a 4-week span from Extreme Rules, like they need to really.
They're going to start setting it up. They're going to start setting it up at Crown Jewel. Trust me.
Good. And who's the baby face?
Dude, when Bray Wyatt comes back, who's the baby face? Are you that high?
Okay. Yeah, I am. I'm just asking you a question. What if he doesn't accept it? What if he wants to be a heel?
Dude, in this business, the fans make you what you are.
I know. I'm just fucking.
He's not going to have any damn choice. If they start cheering him,
he's going to get a bigger pop than the Warriors did. He's going to get a bigger. Yeah. He's going to blow the World Warrior pop right out the fucking door. Tell you that.
Good.
Oh, God, yeah.
So good. I'm looking forward to it.
There's your face faction right there. It's going to be Wyndham 6.
Well, it has to set up. Because Mike, right now, if you were to tell me, if you were to say
I'll
Jay,
punch you right in
and
the
your
dick.
if you were to say to me, Jay,
Right, see,
what
here it
is your
comes. Right in the
honest
pee-pee.
opinion?
Right in the pee-pee.
What is your honest opinion when you watch WWE television? If you were to have
I hate you. I hate you right now.
and that's
I
what
hate
you look, Mike.
Formsy, shut up.
Mike, no. That's what I look at right now. The only other angle that they have going that somebody's fighting each other and it's not even fighting each other is the fact that Sami Zayn keeps on becoming an honorary oos. Like that's
Yeah, but
it.
that's
And not for nothing, but you can get Riddle can get infiltrated in this little shmoo ha ha with Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio. There you go. There's Edge, Rey Mysterio.
I hate Jason Rumble right now.
Matt Riddle and AJ Styles. Okay. Versus Dom.
Dick.
Then and Damian
dickhead,
Priest. And whatchamacallit, what's his name there? Finn Balor. And not for nothing, throw Rhea Ripley in. By that time, if she goes in last, nobody has to hit her because all the people. It's not. It's saying. I'm just telling you. It could. Listen, things could change in 8 weeks, but if next week was War Games.
If that happens,
series,
in 8 weeks, you're going to have fucking purple balls. And I'm going to kick you so hard, and I'm wearing steel-toe boots.
And it's going to be hilarious. Judgment Day versus Edge, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles, and Riddle.
That's something Vince McMahon would do. Not your
boy. Hey. And you know who stands in for Rhea Ripley? Seth freaking Rollins joins Judgment Day.
Speaking of Riddle.
All right. Stop.
Speaking of Matt Riddle, what's up with Randy Orton? Is he coming back?
I don't know.
No, he's. They're saying his back injury is bad.
Really?
Bad. Yeah. Plus, he's dealing with a lawsuit. Plus, he's dealing with a lawsuit about his tattoos. He's in the middle of that shit too.
Really?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Something about the 22K or something like that.
Didn't get permission to use his tattoos in the video game from the artist, which kind of fucking sucks because it's on his body, and the guy won. The guy won the case, so WWE is now countersuing him. Because it's on Randy Orton's body, and Randy Orton they're trying to get Randy Orton to sue the guy as well, so he could say, well, they're on my body. I'm an entity of WWE. How are they not being able to be used?
Exactly. It's on his body. That's the stupid. Some things are really dumb.
I was reading an article about that. I can't believe the guy won. Like, I just can't believe it. Like, that's like me saying, okay, I made you 150 T-shirts with a design that you came up with, our design that you, an idea that you had, Jay, right? Yeah. I created it, and you go and sell them all and make like $500 and say, here, I want my cut because I own the artwork. No, I made it for you. You paid me to make you the artwork and print them on a T-shirt so you could sell them.
And now you own it. You can do what you want with it.
Right, exactly. So as soon as that ink goes on your body, you own it. Dude, that's like me saying, okay, well, I have Apocalypse tattooed on my arm, right? And that's like the guy who did my ink saying, oh, you can't use that at wrestling because I own the ink. No, you don't. Yeah. It's on my body. How did this guy win?
I paid for the ink. You don't own nothing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand how this clown won. But that's the justice system right now. So hey, what are you gonna do?
Welcome to America.
But I'm telling you right now, if it's Judgment Day versus Edge and whoever in War Games, you better buy a steel cup because I'm coming.
Mike, listen, man. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but like ever since they announced this War Games thing, each week I'm watching Raw and I watch SmackDown. I'm like,
Well,
Who
get a
the
cup.
hell they?
Get
Who
4
the hell they?
cups because I'm coming.
Who the hell they putting in this thing? Because right now it sure hell look like Judgment Day
I'm
versus
coming with weapons.
versus Edge and Friends.
Cover with weapons.
I'm gonna kick you in the pee-pee, and then I'm gonna play golf.
Mike,
I'm gonna hit you with
I
a
love
golf
you,
club right in the butt.
Mike.
No,
I love you.
Shut up.
You're
Shut
my
up.
boy. But
I'm telling you, I swear to God, I will drive up to buttfuck Maine. I don't care.
it's all right. Come on up, say hello.
I'll take Route 1 and be teleported there in an hour.
There you
and
go.
You
Awesome. I'm just telling you, if you was to tell me tomorrow, Jay, give me your opinion on what you believe.
I'm not asking you for your opinion because it sucks.
Well, I'm just telling you that's what the WWE is writing for me right now.
I'll take you, Kelly.
That's
what they're writing right now.
Is Judgment Day versus Edge and Friends.
Edge and Friends.
That's what it is. Edge and Friends. Edge getting bailed out by Riddle, AJ, and Ray. And Seth Rollins joins Judgment Day because Rhea Ripley can't wrestle with the men, but she can beat them up.
Oh, I can't. It's good to be doing this right now because all the shit I went through this past week. So,
yeah, I hope everything is getting a little better.
My aunt passed away.
Yeah. I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Did you get home for the funeral and stuff like that?
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was, my mother is, my mother's having a hard time with it. She's the last one left. Both my grandparents are gone. Now her sister. She died. Wow. My sister died in my mother's arms. So, yeah, it's not, my mother's not doing well health-wise either. She's got heart problems. So it's, sucks getting old, dude. It sucks.
That it does.
But on a good note, I hit the 54-pound mark today, so I'm pretty good.
Good for you, brother. You
better get in shape for this summer, my friend, because you and I are going to go. We're going to show these young kids how to wrestle.
180. I'm 183 right now.
Oh, we're gonna pull out all the stops. I'll tell you that right now. And if it happens to be Judgment Day versus Edge and Friends, when I get you in the ring, I'm fucking rookieing you, and I'm gonna keep you in that corner.
It is Judgment Day versus Edge and Friends.
I want to be the special referee.
Oh, you can.
Oh, cool. Judgment Day versus Edge and Friends. Coming to TD Bank North Garden.
I'll call Larry Huntley.
Okay.
Larry,
at the TD Bank North Garden, the main event.
Rumble in the corner for an hour.
At the Survivor Series this year in the.
You suck so bad right now. You suck so bad. I hope you get the shits all night. For fucking saying that.
In War Games, it'll be Edge and Friends featuring Edge, Rey Mysterio, Matt Riddle, and AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
I hope you're on the pooper all night now.
Judgment Day. And
where are you right now? Whose room are you in?
The official Judgment Day member for the day will be Seth freaking Rollins. I'm in my kids' room because they're having a sleepover, so my parlor's been taken over by a bunch of teenage girls.
I can't stand you right now.
So let me ask you, do you think at some point Dominic is going to come to his senses and they're going to turn him back against the Judgment Day?
Not right now.
It's too early.
Too early.
No, but I'm saying at some point, do you think that'll happen?
Oh yeah, you see it down the road.
You know what cracks me up on these dirt sheets and these mark pages and on Facebook, and I laugh
about the sexual innuendo relationship between him and Rhea Ripley.
No. That they're saying the kid can't work. Are they not watching the same program that I watch? Because that kid can work.
Yeah,
absolutely, he can work.
If he is getting under people's skin so bad as a heel, he's doing his job. And not for nothing, but the match he had with Edge, he bumped his fucking ass off.
Dominic Mysterio will be a heel in the mold of his Uncle Eddie.
Absolutely. Why do you think he started growing his hair?
Yep. They're gonna book him like the new age Eddie Guerrero.
Yep. That kid, he's young too. He's what's he, 21, 22 years old? Give it 10 years. He'll be a champion. He'll be a WWE champion.
That he will. He will.
I posted on somebody said that on a Facebook page. And I posted, I'm like, if you people think that this kid cannot work, then you're not watching, you don't have no idea about wrestling whatsoever. Yeah. Because the kid can most definitely work. And the guy comes back to me and goes, what do you know? I go, buddy, I've been in the business for 20-something years. I watch it as a wrestler. The kid can work. The kid is doing his job to the T. You're so mad that he turned heel that you're shitting on him. He's doing his job.
Yeah, he's only 25 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's got.
That's like saying his father can't work. His father's the one who trained him.
And not for nothing, but he's broke in during the pandemic when there was no road shows.
Right. Yeah.
His
first WrestleMania. But he's been around and in the business since he was a kid. He was part of that whole story angle with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio back in the day.
Yep.
Like, come on. Like, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand people and how they think. And these armchair bookers, as we like to call them, think they know what they're talking about, and they're clueless.
So I would be able to go on next Friday, but I have a homecoming football next week, so I won't get home till about 11, because after the game, there's fireworks and a bonfire. And
yeah, you can punt, because I'm not coming on at 11 o'clock.
Oh, no. Well, that's why I said I wouldn't be able to come on Friday. Saturday, that's up to you guys. If you want to come on,
I don't have a problem. I don't got a problem with it.
Cool, then we'll figure on
10 o'clock.
Well, that's what time things wrap up for me. We'll be on at 10.
Right in the fucking balls.
I love you too.
I'm gonna kick you right in the dick, right in the pee-pee.
It's okay.
Tell your wife I'm sorry, because
it wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
That's all right. I'm good. I'm good.
But I'm going to do it for real this time.
Well, listen, fellas, I hope Monday night they give us some more reveals on the White Rabbit.
Oh, it's going to get better. They got 2 go-home shows. You think those foods are not going to be better?
And hopefully by the time we tune in, maybe the White Rabbit will have already come to town, or maybe we will be live while it happens, bringing it to the audience.
One more thing. So on the bottom of the screen of the last QR code in Mickey Biggs, you should go look it up. It has a number 1911. Okay. Go back and look at Bray Wyatt's Mad Hatter hat. 1911.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically giving it away. Either that or they're playing a serious mindfuck game, which again is fucking genius if that's what they're doing. It's genius.
Absolutely. But the thing is, like it is, but if it wasn't Bray Wyatt, who is
dude, if it's not Bray Wyatt, people are going to be pissed and they're going to shit all over WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I agree.
But hey, they got you.
But Triple H did say it's going to be somebody that they don't expect. So he could, but he's just working. He's being a worker right now. I believe it's going to be Bray Wyatt. I honestly believe that it's going to be not the Fiend, but it's going to be Bray Wyatt himself.
Well,
what do you think of the possibility of Bo Dallas coming back with his brother?
I don't know. Bo Dallas is happy getting high every day, like Jason Rumble, working on his farm.
Good,
because I've heard that's possibility as well.
That it could be Bo Dallas instead of Bray Wyatt. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
What if they all came back with the sister and that was the Wyatts?
Yeah, Sister Abigail.
What if none of the people that you people are honestly thinking of aren't part of it, and it's Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt, and the sister, and they come back and they defend the Wyndham name? What if it's something that we all thought of along? What if it's a whole change? What if it's him recognizing the grandfather, the father, the uncle, and the lineage in the WWE?
Well,
What if that's his? What if that's his passageway to saying bloodline? There's a bloodline right here. A bloodline that's run dick throughout the WWE.
I'm on board with that.
Why not? Like, why not?
That would be awesome.
Why not run with what you have?
And I believe, it could not be a Baron Corbin could not be part of it at all. It could be just them fucking with us.
That's what I'm saying. What if it's just Bray Wyatt coming back with his family?
I'm on board with that.
And
that would be badass.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Now that you think about it,
but
Bloodline, he's a third generation wrestler, just like Roman Reigns.
Right, but you also there's more people in the bloodline now than there is in the Wyatt family, so you would have to add somebody.
Yeah, why not?
You would have to add either Karrion Kross or Eric Rowan. Those are the
why not? Or why not look for a second generation wrestler that hasn't been used in a while that joins the bloodline or joins the Wyatt as lineage?
Well, here's somebody who hasn't been used in a while and put out a cryptic tweet the other day was Mustafa Ali. He could be part of it too.
Yep. It's just very interesting on where this could go, but man, what a storyline that would be that Bray Wyatt comes out and says, "You're not the only one that has the bloodline and the lineage here in the WWE.
Listen,
you're not just the chosen one."
Triple H threw that hook in the water and hooked everybody. Hook, line, and sinker. He's got everybody reeled right the fuck in, and good for him.
You think because you're part of the Samoan dynasty that your entitlement here in the WWE? Oh no, my friend. The Wyndham name has gone long and prospered with such names as Blackjack Mulligan.
You hold Jay and I'll kick him right in the dick.
I'm telling you.
Seriously. Just hold him and I'm going to fucking punt him right in the balls.
I'm wearing a Samoan Dynasty t-shirt right now.
Well, I'm just telling you, I don't think the WWE would write it that way, but reality sells, and wouldn't that be awesome if Bray Wyatt does recognize that? Yes.
Right. But you also got to understand something. You know that all the writers have changed in WWE, right? George Carroll's not writing for Raw. You know that, right?
Yep.
So, and good for him. Good for George Carroll. I'm proud of him. Told him on Facebook the other day. I messaged him. Proud of him. Glad that he's where he wanted to be.
So, I would love to see that. That's a storyline all on its own.
Yeah, but you never know what's going to happen.
Well, let's just wait and see it next Saturday evening at 10-ish. We'll come on and we'll see how far this program is into any truth or any false premises we give them. So I'd like to thank everybody out there that listens, whether it's the rebroadcast or live.
And remember, everybody, I'm punching Jay in the pee-pee if it ends up being Judgment Day versus fucking Edge and Friends. Fucking asshole.
Let me tell you about the Edge and Friends. They're the ones that are facing Judgment Day in the steel cage at Survivor Series in TD Bank, North Carolina.
Fuck off.
With that being,
hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I want you to listen to Inside the Gorilla Position with Jason Rumble